Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a very short video. I didn't get any whittling or pottery done this week, so I'm going to take you on this journey. I'm going to make a loaf of Einkorn bread. Now, Einkorn is not keto, but I'm trying an experiment. A friend of mine made a loaf for me, and it didn't seem to bother me, so I'm going to try to make a loaf and see if I can get a loaf that's not hard. So this is my experiment. So this is 4¼ cups of einkorn flour, and we're going to be using 1½ cup of water, heated it up to about 110, putting our yeast in, 2 tablespoons of honey mixed into the water before we put the yeast in, and like I said, 4¼ cups of flour. 1 teaspoon of salt will be added to that, and then we have to let everything rise. And actually, we got to let it rise twice, 30 minutes, and we'll be back shortly. I have this bowl greased with a little avocado oil to put the the dough in after I get it mixed up. Here is my yeast back here blooming with my 2 tablespoons of honey. This will go in here and be mixed up just till it's mixed, not a whole lot, using my spatula. And then I've got that mixed. I will put it in this bowl and let it set for 30 minutes with plastic wrap over it and a towel. And then we'll punch it down and put it in another the bread pan and put it let it set for another 30 minutes with plastic wrap and a towel, and then into a 375 oven for 25 to 35 minutes. Gotta watch it. I want to say that I got this off of a YouTube channel called Doctor's Nutrition, and she was able to mix hers just with a silicone spatula. I was not able to. I used my hands. Hers seemed wetter than mine. It's in the bowl. I'm getting ready to cover it with plastic and a towel and let it set for 30 minutes, but I just wanted to mention Doctor's Nutrition YouTube channel, and that mine seemed drier. And also, I sifted my flour. She did not sift hers. I sifted mine. So it has risen up a bit. And now we're just going to take our spatula, wetted the spatula down, and we're just going to knock this down and put it in the pan. Now I'm just going to smoosh it out a bit here so it conforms more to the pan shape. We're going to cover it with plastic and the towel for another 30 minutes. I did butter the pan, and like I said, we've got to cover it with plastic. I'm going to cover it with a towel and wait 30 more minutes for it to rise some more, then into the oven at 375, which is currently preheating. Unfortunately, I changed clothes while I was filming this and left my microphone on the other shirt, so I'm doing a voiceover. This was delicious. I just wanted to mention that I did sift the flour after I measured it out. It was in the oven for about 25 minutes, took it out, tested it with a knife. It still was a little wet, put it back in for another 5 minutes. This was delicious. It was moist. It was wonderful. Put some hot butter on it. Put some butter on it while it was still hot, and it was great. My husband loved it also.